who will join Leeds United in the League One playoff final. It is Doncaster Southend, live on Sky Sports 1 and HD1 with your commentators Gary Birtles and Alan Parry.
Well, I wonder, could Richie Wellens be Doncaster's ace card? Their player of the year missed the first leg with a groin injury that will soon require an operation, but he's fit to play in this and he hopes one more game this season. Southend's James Walker is hoping to sign off in style tonight. Officially, it's his last game on loan from Charlton, and even if Southend make it to the final, he won't be able to play. Premier League referee Mark Halsey has already appeared at Wembley this season. He was in charge of the Carling Cup final between Chelsea and Spurs. And Doncaster were promoted from the conference. Their first home game back in the Football League was against Southend. Now, just 5 years later, they meet again with the prospect of winning a place in the Championship. It's been a truly remarkable success story, but can they add another chapter tonight? Green on the ball for them straight away. Taking the game immediately to Southend. Price just missing the rebound as it came off the defender. 0-0 at Roots Hall a week ago, remember, and Southend have never won a home and away tie after drawing the first leg at home.
Well, we just saw how good they are on the ball, Doncaster. Keep possession well, loath to throw it in the box willy-nilly.
Roberts, the former Tranmere Rovers defender, looking for Price. Referee kept a careful eye on that challenge as well between him and Francis, the excellent Southend right back who's had a really good season. Interception by Clark, playing his 100th game for Southend tonight. Southend playing in their change strip of light blue, sky blue. Musa battling for possession, highly rated 18-year-old. The only change in their lineup from the first leg. He's come in instead of Tommy Black, the former Arsenal winger. Very well placed to decide that that's Doncaster Rovers throw. Team who came so close to going up automatically, of course. They could have been promoted on the final day of the season, but they lost at Cheltenham. Seem to have got that heartache out of their system when they played at Roots Hall. Slip there, letting him Green, and also offside Price as the ball was slipped through.
He's hurt. Flag went straight up. Good positioning from the assistant. Taking liberties on the edge of the box, trying to pass the way and play the way out of it. And there's the ball just played through, just offside. Really good decision. And he just catches one late there, just as he goes to hit the ball. There it is, right on the side of his ankle. Lovely ball dinked through. Linesman got it spot on, and that is a bad tackle.
Early injury for the Welshman who won promotion to the Championship with Hull City 3 years ago. Clark with the crunching tackle.
Well, they usually do that on the halfway line, not in the penalty box. The first chance they get to have a challenge on a centre forward.
Arnard making a back for the defender. Mr. Halsey right on the button again. He was actually the referee in Doncaster's first ever game in this stadium when they played Huddersfield on New Year's Day last year, and he sent off 3 players that day. Sullivan's kick, looking again for Price. Barnard in the challenge again. Strong at the back though. Doncaster Rovers with Mills and Hurd, a very good and very young combination. Green getting it back from Wellens. Now Roberts comes into play. There goes long. It's not a bad ball either. Hoppinger trying to tempt the defender into the challenge. Lays it back to O'Connor instead. A little bit of hesitation cost Doncaster dearly there. Looked a good position for Wellens initially. Useful ball as well for Hayter. Stock.
Finally it breaks down, but they play lovely, neat football, don't they? Doncaster keep possession well, a lot of movement, a lot of support for the man on the ball. At the moment, Southend just cannot get the ball and in passage and play themselves.
Settling down now, though, with Francis, the former Sheffield United fullback, in possession. Barnard. Interesting to see how well that injured ankle stands up to the rigours of a playoff semi-final. Got a clout there, not on the ankle, though.
Well, I'm sure Doncaster are aware he's had a problem. I'm sure centre-halves, if they've got anything about them, will be testing that out.
I think it was Bill Shankly, the old Liverpool manager of the 60s, who used to say to Tommy Smith, "So-and-so's got a bad ankle, Tommy. It'd be a shame if he got another knock on it, wouldn't it?"
Well, they ended up 2 bad ankles.
The message always got through. Charlie Mulgrew, the Scottish under-21 international, with this early free kick for Southend. Abbott, the big centre-back, has gone forward and took a tumble there as the ball came towards him. Again, Mr. Halsey well placed to decide there was no problem. Here's Bailey, Southend's Player of the Year in his first season since joining them from Barnet. Header just beyond the reach of Barnard.
Well, they are strong in the air. Ball's angled in here. There's a little shove there, but just a coming together. Not a penalty. Mr. Halsey, as you rightly say, well placed. I'm sure we'll see another relaxed performance from a referee as we saw in the first leg. Paul Taylor refereed it superbly well. Players respond to that when they can see a referee in charge and positive.
Oh, there caused a little flutter, I'm sure, as Mulgrew didn't quite realise where his goalkeeper for Harvin was. Away by Roberts. Ellens is fell. Barnard. He doesn't seem too happy with the fall. He makes his point rather forcibly. Heard. Mills. He's on loan from Manchester City, remember. O'Connor. Both teams have really strong central defenders. O'Connor with the early throw. Looking to get it back, perhaps. They might do even better. They have done even better. It's a corner.
There's a bundle of energy, isn't he? Non-stop. Terrific work rate.
Pressure from the home side. Mills making his way forward. Giant of a central defender. It's Price who got to it in the end. Southend quite comfortable though. Barnard waiting for the ball over the top, but they kept it in midfield instead. And now a chance for Francis to make ground. Barnard is target, and beyond him, oh! Walker has missed from close range.
Well, how has he missed that? You just thought the net was going to be bulging there.
What a chance.
He knows it, look at him, shaking the head. Should have been 1-0.
The warning signs are there for Doncaster Rovers. Southend counter-attack very swiftly and dangerously. Strong challenge again coming in from Barrett. But Mr. Halsey sensibly lets play go on. He will expect this to be a physical encounter, but you can't use your hands in that situation, as Barnard did.
Well, they do counter-attack. They can pass the ball as Doncaster can. And the first leg we saw Francis play a big part with his delivery, the quality of his ball in, and we saw it again there for Walker.
O'Connor drives it forward. Calmly defended by Francis. Now Musa trying to get involved. Didn't see much of the ball early on, the teenager. Just 18, Frank Musa. Roberts back to Hurd. O'Connor. Green hugging the right touchline. Wellens always available. Mills. old-fashioned defender Barrett, who won successive promotions with Southend. Well, they look for Price at every opportunity, and he takes a tumble, and the referee points to the spot.
Well, no hesitation, was there, from Mr. Halsey? Got a really good view. Price had got beyond the back four. They're bound to be livid. They're bound to say it wasn't. So ball flicked on, and there you just see Price get the wrong side, and the arms around him. And Mr. Halsey's in a really good position. There, he grabs him. For me, penalty. Cannot do that anywhere on the pitch, let alone in there. There's his position, the referee can see it. No hesitation, his arms around him.
Peter Clark, on his 100th appearance for Southend, has conceded a crucial penalty, and Brian Stock, the manager's first signing 16 months ago, has been gifted the opportunity to give them a vital lead here. 10 minutes gone, which he takes. Doncaster can dare to dream now.
Well, coolness personified. Big pressure, front of his own crowd. You have to have the bottle to do this. Right down the middle, look, just strokes it. Waits for the keeper to go down. Doesn't do anything else, just hits the target with it. Right in the middle of the goal. Confidence. That's what it needed to be, and that's what it means to them. They think they're on the way, but as we've seen, a lot of twists and turns in these playoffs.
The captain takes stock, and suddenly Doncaster Rovers can see the famous Wembley Arch in the distance.
Well, how important was that miss for Southend just before that, Walker?
Southend, having hit the bar through Walker just moments earlier, as you rightly say, now find themselves a goal down instead of a goal to the good.
The thing with the challenge for the penalty, Price had got beyond. He was bearing down on goal, and the arms were all over him. Mr. Halsey got it right for me.
Barrett clears. They'll be nervous now in that Southend back four for all their experience. Green's layoff, O'Connor through a full stretch. Now the confidence oozing from this Doncaster side. If you encourage them to relax, they can play some excellent football. Musa holding it up. Gets it back from Francis. Southend have made the start they would have dreaded. And that one too far for Barnard.
The thing with Southend, they know what a good away record they've got, so they'll be confident they can get back in this game.
Well, Steve Tilson's side have won 4 of their last 5 away games in the regular season. Just 1 defeat in their last 7 on the road. But they're having real trouble coping with Price. Francis. Too many looking for the ball. He finds Barnard though. McCormack rather, helping it on. Gower has seen very little of the ball in these opening stages. Grew. Skipper Barrett winning it back. Barnard took a heavy thump there, but no free kick given. That's not a bad ball for Musa.
Rovers defended really well there. Well, how must he be feeling now? What a chance he squanders. It's good defending there from the fullback.
Less than 2 minutes between Walker hitting the bar and Doncaster taking the lead. Southend have got an opportunity here to hit back. Clark, who needs to make amends.
Well, he must be feeling really down. Lovely build-up, good counter. Look at this for a delightful ball in by Francis. Just teases it across, and you think, well, the net's going to be bulging. And he just doesn't. I think he freezes a little bit on it, realises what a big moment it is for him, leaning back a little bit, and easier to score than miss. And I think he thinks the same.
Well, I hate to point this out, but Southend took part in Soccer AM's crossbar challenge during the week. Anna McCormack. Price is there again. Wellens. Roberts. Musa gives chase.
Very rarely see a Doncaster player isolated. There's always a man supporting.
Wellens back again to Roberts. Good use of the ball. Stock. Now O'Connor joins in. Mark of a good side. Always plenty of options for the man on the ball. And the goalkeeper's struggling. Price knocks it in. 20 minutes gone. Could that be the goal that sends Doncaster Rovers to Wembley?
Well, you've got to say they deserved this. They started so well, so positive. And he has been a handful. Again, they keep possession so well. This time they put a ball in. Look at this for intelligence. Great header back across. Price gets in there in between two defenders. Does he get the final touch? Oh, difficult. He's claiming it. Look to be. Defender. There it comes up the defender. It looks like an own goal, but he's claiming it.
Doncaster Rovers 2, Southend United 0. Only 20 minutes into the first half. Doncaster have never played at Wembley in their 129-year history. Is that about to change? The final is on Sunday, May the 25th. Leeds United are already there, and the club from 30-odd miles away have given themselves a great chance of joining them to make it a Yorkshire local derby for a place in the championships.
Well, that's the only problem I see for Doncaster, what they've just done in the last 30 seconds or so. Start flicking it about, start showboating a little bit. Could let Southend back into the game. Just do what they have done to get 2-0 up. Keep the ball, support the man on the ball, don't try and be clever.
There's Clark. On to Barrett. Gower, isolated figure out on that left touchline. Cormac, Clark. Using the full width to find Francis. And came off Wellens for a corner.
Just don't take any chances when they're under pressure. They just clear the lines, Doncaster. These moments are where Southend can be dangerous. They are strong from set pieces. They can deliver the quality, let the centre-halves attack it. Could be a big way back for them.
Clark's about to make his run from the edge of the area. Barrett almost alongside him. That leaves Francis free on the far post. It was Clark who won the header. And he says it came off the Doncaster defender.
Well, they got the referee yet again. Terrific quality put in, whipped him with pace, inviting the attack. And it does indeed come right off the top of his head, and it's a clear corner.
I think Price realised it as well. A slightly guilty look on his face.
And they're still having a go at the referee. Look of innocence there on his face. There we go. Never touched it.
Doesn't matter now. Did he touch the one that went in for the second goal? A more intriguing question. He certainly touched that one on anyway. Barnard. Walker getting in again. And the challenge by Roberts. The linesman, Tingy, perfectly placed to see that one anyway, and it's certainly Southend's throw.
Certainly haven't given up, Southend, and nor should they, because they have got the ability, without a doubt, to get back in the game.
Clark, pile driver.
That's not a bad strike, is it? Sullivan right behind it. Comes out, they don't close him down. Good strike, good technique. That's the first save he's had to make.
Rather less impressive kick then by Neil Sullivan. Who, of course, played for Leeds United in the playoff final a couple of years ago. He was on the losing side against Watford. Now he has the chance to face his old club in this season's final. There's Coppinger. Wellens. Green. Stock. This is Roberts. To Hayter, who hasn't seen much of the ball early on. That's a good return though to Stock. Corner.
Well, again, every time to build up momentum, there's always an option for the man on the ball, and this time it was Stock bursting through from midfield.
Stabs it in behind him though. Looking for Gower, and it's a splendid pass as well. And he tried to turn it across the box to Walker. Corner.
Well, that's the first time he's really been involved in this match, and really gets his team something out of it. I'd be impressed with the way they reacted to going 2-0 down Southend.
Just coming up to the half-hour mark. Can they get a goal back before the break? Goes flying in, and Sullivan had to fingertip that away. Hooser in a hurry with the throw. McCormack. There's Bailey. Doncaster sitting very deep at the moment. O'Connor's header. Price can't get it away, and indeed was fouled.
That takes the pressure right off, doesn't it? Let him head it, keeps the pressure on. Tilson not a happy man, understandably so.
Well, they have scored 35 goals on the road this season, Southend. Only the champions Swansea in the regular season bettered that total, so all is far from lost for them. Francis. Oh, Walker inches away from flicking it on to Barnard. Just 20, the centre-back. Francis back to Clark. Grew on the left in acres of space. Walker. Now Bailey. Price back defending just outside his own box. He's leaving them a bit short up front.
The centre forward going back, defending like that. Determined not to let this 2-goal lead slip.
O'Connor takes the less risky route, more cautious route. Back to Mills. What a good ball that was. Coppinger. Wellens. Great pass. good challenge coming in as well from Musa. Barnard sees it taken away from him by Stock. Walker on his own up front for Southend.
Doncaster have done well is deny the front two, Walker and Barnard, service to the feet.
Price there again with a clever little flick for Coppinger. Wellens. And again. Coppinger. Peter turns away. Good tackle. Still in there though. And well, I must say, I thought the foul might have gone the other way.
A bit of a cheer there from the Southend fans. They've been hard done by so far.
Header away by Hearn. Is in trouble against Hayter. Spreads the play brilliantly, picking out Green. O'Connor. Price is there again. Every time danger is threatened, it's usually involved him.
Just goes in, doesn't he? Look at his movement now. He's just stood still. All of a sudden, he explodes to the near post. Doesn't get a touch, but this is a little bit of concern again at the back for Southend.
Musa, Walker, and on it goes for Bailey to chase. Can't touch him in there in the penalty box.
It was intelligent play by Green, wasn't it? He realised that if he did go in a little bit too fiercely, he could give a pen away.
Francis looking for Barnard. McCormack. Well, he's lost it to Price. If he looks up, he won't see any more red and white hoop shirts with him.
Ability. There's a lot of tackles flying in, but look at it. Quick footwork. He's just so confident and he knows what he wants to do. Strikes it across the keeper. Can't do anything, but it's that there. Acceleration here. Then he checks. Then he hits it across the keeper, who's going the other way. Commitment, he knows exactly what he's doing. They can't touch him there. Gets a bit of luck, goes through the legs, but that is quality, pure quality. And he knows now he is within touching distance of Wembley Stadium.
Well, a scoreline of 3-0 even before half-time. Very unusual for these playoffs, which are nearly always so tight and tense. Now Doncaster Rovers can afford to relax. Not entirely, but I tell you what a position they're in.
Oh, unbelievable position. And that was just epitomises the way Doncaster play, that goal. They're all confident on the ball. The movement's good, the acceleration was good. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, and it's just a pleasure to watch. It really is.
Well, Sean O'Driscoll has fashioned a very good football side here. But let's not forget Southend. Steve Tilson's done the same with them. And even though they're in an awful position now, don't discount Southend United yet. Well, certainly the chairman, John Ryan, believes he can start ordering a new Wembley suit, even though we haven't even reached the interval.
Yeah, big smile. Spoke to him before the game, very nervous. Looking forward to it. Walking around drinking a lot of water. Now, happy man.
Came back especially from his holiday home in Mallorca for the first leg. Mallorca to Southend, not a bad swap, but he's back on familiar territory tonight, and he has seen his team storm to a 3-goal lead here. Southend have got bags of character. Steve Tilson has ensured that, but they will need more than character now. O'Connor hits it in early, away by Clark.
Again, it's like five-a-side. Just 1 and 2 touch from at the moment. The fullbacks get forward. O'Connor on one side, Roberts on the other side. It's just so good to watch.
You haven't seen me play five-a-side. Stock, who set them on the way. with that penalty kick. Roberts. Well, Southend have been blown away here.
Well, they reacted well to going 2-0 down. How will they react to going 3 down?
You go back again, Gary, to that moment when Walker hit the bar at 0-0.
Well, having seen how Doncaster have played in this first half, even if they had gone 1-0 down, you still think they would have the faith to get back in there.
Francis slipping here. Off he goes again, Coppinger. It's come out to Wellens. The crowd urge him to shoot. He's a little calmer than that, though. Oh, what a good ball that was. Roberts queuing up for the cross. And Clark insisting it was offside.
And again, I reiterate about the fullbacks getting forward. There's... Well, that's close. That's right on the line. Linesman again was right in line with it, didn't give it. It's difficult for a linesman to see when the ball's played and when the run's made.
Header on. Harmless. Nothing harmless about Doncaster's attacking prowess in this first 45 minutes. Stop. Whoops. That was a bad tackle by Barnard. Sheer frustration there, I think.
Stop not making a meal of it either. To his knees. It is frustration. He committed one earlier as well, Barnard.
Yellow card right, I'm sure.
He's not been allowed to get into the game, has he, in any shape or form? Him and his strike partner Walker, despite having that one chance. Just lays it off now, and it's so late, that is. Some stock credit. Could have made a meal of it, didn't.
Barnard's not retreated properly either. Hearn looking for Coppinger down the left now. He appears down the left, down the right, down the centre. One back by Wellens. Coppinger's still there. Well, that's a Southend throw. And will they be relieved to hear that half-time whistle?
Got to be some team talk, hasn't it, by Steve Tilson, to convince his players they've still got a part to play in this playoff.
Where does he start? Well, I guess you've come all this way, all those league games, 46 in the regular season. Well, the first leg of this, 45 minutes of the second leg. Don't give it up all now. Don't give it all up now without a fight. Two minutes of stoppage time. It would take a comeback of, shall we say, Istanbul proportions for Southend to turn this round.
You don't see many of those, do you?
You do not. Bailey. Cormac.
Harrison again there. 3-0 up and still. Midfielder harassing Southend, and that's been the key this first half. I think Southend's key players haven't been allowed to get in the game, whereas the Doncaster players have their key players.
And there was a perfect example of what you were saying when Gower, one of the star men for Southend in the first leg, was easily dispossessed.
I think Walker was the other one in the first leg as well. It was a live wire, and he's only had a chance to get on the ball apart from the one he hit the ball with.
But one goal will give them hope, will give them life again, Southend. If they're going to get it before half-time, they'll have to get on with it. Francis.
Heavy touch there, and Wellens to close down.
Here's Musa, the 18-year-old. Cormac takes over. Clark. Play by Hearn. McCormack. Bruce tries to spread the play to Gower. O'Connor in the right place. Now Mulgrew. And it goes towards Barnard, easy for Sullivan.
Palmer just before half-time.
Well, they still believe. Well, what a half for Doncaster Rovers. Their chairman leads the applause, the standing ovation for the players as they come off with a 3-0 lead. Stopped from the penalty spot. Was it Price or was it an own goal the second? Certainly no question about Coppinger's third. Almost the perfect 45 minutes for Doncaster Rovers. Now less than an hour away from their first ever appearance at Wembley and a meeting with Gary McAllister's Leeds United. Doncaster 3, Southend 0.
But Southend will know this could have been a very different tie if that early chance had gone in. We'll get Peter Biggery's thoughts on the first half in just a moment. But Doncaster are in dreamland, hoping for a Rovers return to the second tier for the first time in 50 years. There's live boxing coming up tonight. Colin Lines in a European light welterweight title bout with Gianluca Branco, 9:30, Sky Sports 2. Here at the Keep Moat Stadium, Southend United are well and truly on the ropes against Doncaster, trailing 3-0 in the first half. Peter Biggery, would it have been a different story had they landed the first blow?
Oh, absolutely. Because it's the old sucker punch, you dominate in possession, then you get hit with a quick fire break, and it was a break of real quality. McCormack and Bailey involved, and eventually they played out of Francis, the overlapping right back, produced across a real quality and dangerous area. It just skips up, and he thinks he's done everything right, James Walker, until he sees that bar shutter.
Is it harder than it looks?
It is definitely harder than it looks. We have a look there, it kicks up on that bounce, it speeds up, and it just delays it that for a second, which means he can't get over the ball. You know, you could argue that he could have got a bit closer to it, but it is a difficult chance.
So the big decision from Mark Halsey goes Doncaster's way and gets them up and running. Was it a penalty, Peter?
Well, I think Price has already fallen, but, you know, Clark makes the referee's mind up, because if we see it from the second angle, you know, Halsey's in a fantastic position, but as we look there, he sees Clark's left arm come over the top of Price, but I think Price is already on his way down, so you could argue that it was a bit harsh.
And Brian Stock, a cool customer.
No, this is his third penalty this season. You know, coolness personified, and you know, in a cauldron of a situation here, in such an important game, that is tremendous ability.
Was that the confidence boost that Doncaster needed here in front of their own fans?
They need to score while they're on top, and they was undoubtedly on top. And we've said about the movement, the passing, the fluidity that's in the side, and they move the ball from you know, one side to the other at will here, and they can't get near him, can Southend. And if we have a look at this situation here, there's your centre forward. This guy was going to head it back across the goal into the danger area. He's your right-sided midfield player, and there, to say it's into the danger area when the opposition centre-half puts into his own goal, you know you've knocked a dangerous ball in there.
Jason Price is claiming that. It looks more like an own goal from Adam Barrett. Just clear it up, Peter.
Yeah, absolutely. We can see there, it's not Price's lovely locks there that gets on the end of it. It's the ball pate of Barrett.
And absolutely no doubt about the third goal. Doncaster flying at this point, and the flying feet as well of James Coppinger.
We named him at the top of the show that he never really had a bearing on the game there, but this is what he can do. He drives people into the box so they can't touch him, can't bring him down. Such happy feet, balance. He's like a slalom skier there, and what he does here, he adds the finish to what was an incredible dribble.
Well, Southend knew it was coming. They knew that Doncaster had it in them. At 3-0, is there a way back?
I think we're talking about, it's not improbable, I think it is impossible.
Well, you've played in a game before where you've been 3-0 down.
I have.
Winning and drew.
Yes, 3-3, yeah, but our defence had an absolute shocker that day. I don't think Matt Mills and the likes of the defence, O'Connor, are going to have to that degree.
What if Southend were to get one? Would we see the nerves creeping in?
Undoubtedly, because it's a big crowd here, and the expectancy now with 3-0 is that they're going to go and get more. The next goal is very, very important. You know, it's stupid to say that, but it is, because it could end up 6 or 7.
It's Doncaster's to throw away now, isn't it? Really, it's all about hope for those Southend fans, but they are delirious. Already they're planning their trip to Wembley, but they are still 45 minutes away. The second half is coming up.
Ready for a war? War is just one of over 20 brand new premieres Sky Movies are showing this month. So stop missing the action. Press red or your interactive button and select Sky Active, or call this number and upgrade to Sky Movies now.
It's quick and easy. With a hover. Don't slow-mo. Fly-mo.
I've just come back from holiday and the bank has charged me for taking my money out abroad.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
Why have you charged me?
You know when you were on holiday and you had a meal, did you leave a tip?
Yeah, of course I did.
Oh, well, there you go, you see. That charge is like our tip. And at the end of the year, we had all those tips up. And it pays for the bubbly at the shareholders' meeting. Got to have a bit of bubbly, haven't the shareholders?
This is...
Where are you going?
At Nationwide, we don't charge you for using your cards abroad. Nationwide.